Welcome back, everyone. Chief Andy Heffner is with us today from the Lima Fire Department. We're talking a little bit about how everything, and we talk about the backlogs for every product that you see on the shelves. But it's hit you guys as far as ambulances and fire trucks, right?
Absolutely. It's not just, for me, I love regular Pringles. It's not that I just can't get regular Pringles.
Mountain Dew or something.
Even, yeah, or even worse, for parents not getting formula.
Yeah.
It's hitting us. We've ordered 2 ambulances, and they said it's going to be 18 months out. Wow. They said that 8 months ago. You know what it is now? 18 months out.
Crazy.
So, and then we're ordering a new fire truck. We're looking to get it built. Well, one of them said that they're making 200 a month, but they're getting 250 orders a month also.
Wow.
So
they stopped taking them.
Yeah, and some of them, absolutely have stopped taking the orders. So this isn't just hitting normal everyday people. This is hitting also fire service. It's all over the city departments too. Let's say they're trying to get a new street sweeper.
Sure.
You know, that could be 3 years out. So what do you do when you can't replace a fire truck?
Right.
I mean, you're obviously going to work through it. But yeah, so we're seeing it also.
Yeah, what do you do at that point? You've got equipment, older equipment that you think, okay, I guess this is going to have to do until we get something else.
Here's where we've been blessed. We do run our equipment. We run a lot. But we also pay a lot of money in maintenance. If something's wrong, we get it fixed immediately. Right. We do not let it wait. It's out to the mechanics so we can make sure that we get as much lifespan out of vehicles as we can. And also that's good for the taxpayer, making sure that we're doing our due diligence to make sure that our equipment's up and running.
In years past, pre-pandemic, when you would order a fire truck, a piece of equipment, ambulance, something like that?
3 months.
3 months.
It could be 3 to 6 months. Yeah. I'm giving a quick. If you get something stock off the shelf, it could be about 3 months. You get it built 6 to 8 months, but you knew it was going to be there in 6 to 8 months. Now, as I said, they give you 18 months. Maybe.
Right. Well, and hopefully we're coming out of this mess, but at the same time, if you're looking ahead 5-10 years down the road, does this change the way you start? You're like, okay, this one might be out of service in 3 years. We better order it now. I mean, is that something that'll become a reality?
You're going to have to think about it.
Yeah.
What happens if you run into another pandemic? What happens if there's a problem in China where we're getting a lot of this stuff,
sure.
a lot of our materials? So you do have to start thinking about, are we going to start getting things on order a little bit sooner?
Yeah.
But then also there's budgetary. It's a very complicated situation.
Yeah. When you go to the mayor and say, hey, we're going to need this in 3 years, we need to get, that sounds
we're going to need it in 3 years. We need to get in line now.
Right.
So,
because
it makes it difficult.
Might be thinking the same way.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, you guys have had some personnel that retire, leave, that kind of, you're looking for new recruits, and that's been a bit of a problem too, right?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just in the police service, also the fire service. Our last test had 32 applicants. The one prior to that had 120.
Wow.
So we had approximately 90 pass. So we were able to pull from 90 people. Now, we had 28 people that we could pull from now, very good candidates, but it still was a very, very small pool of people.
Yeah. What do you think is causing that? Because as you said, it's happening everywhere. It's happening here at the station, everywhere. And I think to myself, how are these people paying their bills, especially young people?
Well, when you hear Target is paying $24 to walk and start just a Target. No skills necessary. Go to Target, $24.
Yeah.
It makes it difficult sometimes for cities to compete because you might have a job that's skilled and is paying $26 an hour.
Right.
So I just think the competition is so great for getting applicants. And so they see something where you're not going to need to go into houses on fire.
Not risk your life.
You're not going to be risking a lot. So why do I take that job when I can get another job making very similar wages and I'm not going to be in an uncomfortable situation? Always climate controlled, sitting at a desk, 72 degrees. I'm not working in the cold, not working in the hot. So I just think it's the overall situation of what your job's going to be.
Yeah, it's tough for you because you don't want to lower your standards to try to bring in other stations or other businesses will try to, maybe change the way they do things, but you got to be at a certain level.
Right, well, you have to have your certifications.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that gives you a base, and then we always try to be above that. But also what we're seeing now that we've never seen before is fire departments taking your experience, and you could, let's say you have 15 years on in Lima, and you go to fire department XYZ. They'll take your 15 years, give you that time, and also pay you at that 15-year level.
There you go.
Yeah, so they're having difficulty getting people. So they're the more affluent communities. Now you're working with us who may not. We're middle of the road, pretty much. I mean, we get a good wage, but you might have a community that has a lot more tax base, and they're going to pay a lot more money. And we've already had people leave because of that.
Yeah, hopefully it starts to even out. Chief, thank you as always.
No, thank you. It's always great talking about Lima Fire.
There you go. All right, don't go away. Medical news coming up next on Noon Edition.